Hi, this is Kate. Today I'm going to share some garden regrets. So these are things I regret doing earlier in the season, or maybe not doing earlier in the season. And now I'm just looking back and thinking, okay, next year I'm going to tackle that sooner, or next year I'm going to not do that. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope it's helpful. And if you have garden regrets, let me know what they are in the comments. One garden decision that I regret is leaving these daisies. They looked pretty sweet and earlier in the season, and this Weigela was very small. They looked like they might be okay next to each other, but when the daisies got big and the Weigela got big, it ended up making this Weigela basically just grow on one side and not the other, and now it's really awkward. So I definitely will completely take these daisies out, give them away or move them somewhere else so that next year this Weigela can be more uniform and full looking. Right now I'm going to have to deal with this kind of ugly spot in the garden for a while. In this area, my regret is not putting any compost in. I had a lot going on, and these were ready to go in the ground, and I just stuck them in. And we had taken a big, huge tree out here, so I knew that the soil would have been really depleted. And so I am now regretting that I didn't put compost. I know annuals are big feeders, and now I'm gonna have to fertilize, which I don't normally do, or just live with it like this, which it's August. I'm probably just giving up. Another regret, why do I keep messing with plants that I know the bunnies eat? So those are definitely coming out. Those are the purple poppy mallow. Great plant if you don't have rabbits. Okay, so I'm sorry to say that the 4 rows of Sharon that I planted got eaten down by rabbits right away. And they're now all 4 covered, but you know, they all look about like this. I've got like 1 leaf on that one. And this is something I know, but I forget because the Rose of Sharon in my yard are big now, and the rabbits obviously don't really mess with them anymore. And so I get a little one and I forget that the rabbits are going to eat it. Here's the other one. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm not sure, that might be a new leaf. Let's see if we can get in there and see it. So I think it might be growing some new leaves, but you can see that it's not looking great. This one I did manage to get it covered before all of the leaves were eaten, and look, I have a little bloom trying to poke through. I don't know, am I gonna tear that off if I remove that? So I do have one that did not get completely eaten down, so that is very fun. So this area looked so good, and I mean, it still looks good, but I've learned that rabbits like the diamond frost euphorbia. So, you know, this was just a plant that I've been wanting to try. Most people grow them in containers. So when I bought it, I was planning on putting it in a container, and I did not research whether rabbits would eat it. And then I ended up putting it in the ground. So, you know, the lesson here is do your research. I'm always forgetting about those stinking bunnies. Obviously in this area, I just kind of wasn't thinking at all, because I should not have put this purple basil here. I knew I wanted low growing things, and I had a hole with nothing, and I had a cardinal basil, so I just stuck it there. And of course it looks silly being the only tall thing here. So, you know, but it's okay to just experiment and then learn for next year. I definitely regret, and I do this every year, not staking my dahlias better. I just cut back a peony and the daisies in this area, and so this dahlia was flopping onto those, and the peony had to be cut back. It was powdery mildew really bad. So I tried staking this up, and it was just a mess. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna let you flop on the ground and bloom from there. Maybe next year I'll do better staking, but I say that every year and it usually doesn't happen. Right here, I'm trying to avoid a regret. So I did just go ahead and cut back the gomphrena, and I cut back some of these peppers as well so that I don't lose this bird nest spruce. Kind of regretting cutting this salvia back all the way. Well, the one in the middle just gave up. I think it was just like that was the biggest one, and I think it just was kind of done. I've lived its life. The other one was looking really good, and I just kind of got tired of having to deadhead it. And so I cut it all the way to the ground. And my plan was to put that trellis here, and I still plan to do that. I'm just trying to decide what color to paint it. So anyway, for now, I kind of have this gap, and I'm not loving that. So I'm slightly regretting trimming back the salvia, but it's not that big of a deal. I have 3 of them here. This one was tiny. I mean, I feel like I had like 1 flower shoot up from it. So it has grown this year. Then the really big one kind of died, and the medium one is becoming the big. So we have small, medium, and large. And now we have dead, which will be perfect because I want to put that trellis here so I can plant my climbing whatever I'm going to plant right where I take out that salvia. And when I do take it out, I might be able to divide a little piece of this that's still alive. Maybe. We'll see. I never regret experimenting. So trying a new plant, trying a new combination. Like this maybe isn't working that well right now. The golden oregano and these zinnias. The zinnias got a little bit tall and mostly overtook the golden oregano in most places. But in the places where it didn't, it just kind of looks like it's missing zinnias in that spot, right? But I never regret experimenting because every time I'm learning. So it's mostly the things I regret are something I knew. Like I know I should stake my dahlias. I know I need to make sure bunnies won't eat plants before I buy them. So those are the things that I regret. This is another area that really could have benefited from some compost. I think I've got 2 little blooms in here. This looks a little bit different than my other morning glories. And I've collected the seeds, so it looks like it's maybe changed a little bit. Next year, I'll put a little more work into this area, plan a little bit better so I have some more color. I'll probably add some compost here. One major fail, I don't know what I could have done differently, honestly, other than just maybe choosing a different plant. This was all that thyme. In one of my videos, I planted a bunch of thyme and it has all died. It's rained plenty. I don't know that it would have died from the rain, but I won't mess with thyme again. Maybe it's not enough sun. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna try the thyme again. What I'm thinking of doing is just taking the sedum that I have everywhere that I know does really well and just planting the sedum in here. Hopefully that won't be a regret because I need to get the lawnmower through here. So I'm hoping that the lawnmower won't damage the sedum if I'm just going through once a week. I'm thankful that this video is pretty short because that means I don't have too many regrets this year.
Subscribe if you want to see some of my garden successes in the future.